Hey, everybody. That's why I need to go get my headphones. I'll be right back. All right. Can I self? Yes, I can. And we're going to mute me over here, this side over here, this other chat. All right. I think we're doing okay. Nice to see everybody. Hope everybody is having a good day. And pretty much what I'm actually going to do today, just going to chill a little bit. Got a couple of projects I've been working on for some students. And who knows, might even throw in a little bit of karaoke. You never know. You never know. You never know. I'm kind of quirky like that, so you never know what I got up my sleeve. So actually, what I've been working on, turn that down just a little bit. Normally I play some background music. I'm trying to think. I wonder if that might pipe through. It just might. All right, so actually what I'll do here, let's go entire screen. We'll do screen two. And yes, we want to load that. All right. So pretty much this is what I've been working on. So I've been talking about Hugo for a while, and I've been making some videos, putting it together for my classroom and my students. So what's actually going on here is this is being, right now I'm locally hosting it, okay? But I'm going to be posting it on my GitHub through Git pages, okay? So pretty much what this is going to be able to do is, as you see, it's a blog. So if you see here at the very front page of my blog, oh, oh I probably got to make sure that the server's running. I think I still got it. Yeah, I got it off. All right, let me turn that back on. And actually, to show you guys how this actually works here, this is VS Code, okay? This is the website that we created. It's a static site through a static site generator, okay? So right here, as you see, this is where the folder is located. It's on C users, Jack, which is me, on my desktop, and a folder called Portfolio. So all we're going to type here is, this is Hugo, and we're going to start the server, and it's server D. So if you see right here, give it a second. Okay, it's showing right here that it's starting up. And once we get the little message, probably being slow because I'm streaming. Yeah, right here. See? There's a local host right here. So if you take this link and we come back up here, see local host, we're going to refresh it. Now you see the page, right? So this is what I'm actually going to show my Filipino friends that may not know, as well as my American students if they've never created Hugo. What's great about this is you can create a blog. Now, again, when I say a static site means we can host images. Okay. I'll actually show you. You can post video. Now, you can't host a video, but you can post a YouTube video. So if you got any of your YouTube videos, you can post it here as well. And just by showing you, this is how it would work. So here, I got my little image for my home, as you see, mentors. and it's all hosted for free. So you don't have to pay for any of this. Now, again, if you get a certain amount of traffic or bandwidth, if you actually grew really large, then yes, you might have to get a license. But again, that's a lot of traffic. So again, for anybody first starting out and you want to promote yourself and you don't want to pay for a website, you could do all this. And what's great about this is the language that we're using, this is called Markdown. Okay. So Markdown languages, um, it's not actually programming. It's an easier way. If you've ever used like Discord or anything else, you could see, let's show you here. Like, say these MD files, these are called Markdown. So as you see, let's show you a page. So on the content page, if we come down here and my blog, get rid of this video editor, we're going to do this post here. Okay, this is the Symphonos post that you're looking at right now, okay? As you see, you give it a title. So I called it Symphonos CTF Walkthrough. And what's great about this is this template that I've already created, I'm going to put up in the cloud where you guys, like Google Drive, whatever, you guys will be able to download it. And then you could go in and make any of your little changes and add your content. Then you can throw it up on GitHub. And now you can host whatever information. Now, again, the videos that I'm going to be creating are showing you the basics of Hugo and Markdown. So if you'll understand the basics of HTML, okay, CSS, and some JavaScript. If you know the basics of that, you'll be fine. But I'm going to cover all that. So again, no need to worry or no need to fear. But again, it's all free. So if you see here, this is the title. I give it a description. This is the date that I posted it, okay? I give it some tags so when people want to search up through your blog, they can see the categories. So I put CTF for pen testing. There's a weight. Now, the lower the weight is the way it's going to be posted on your blog, okay? So if you're thinking about like the order, this would be like the newest, okay? It's 201, that's going to be a heavier weight. That means it's going to be older. So the smaller the number, the newer the post, okay? Now, the next part, if you look here, if we scroll down through the code, this is the fun part. See this YouTube? If you go to your YouTube video and you click on share, there's that embed feature. If you ever notice on your YouTube videos, after the equal sign, there will be a little few digits, right? You're going to take those digits, and you'll also see it in the iframe when you actually go on your embed. You can type in the iframe, copy and paste it here, or you could do short code, and this is what this is. So you're taking this part of the code, which is my video, and I'll show you this in just 1 second. And then I give it the title. So Test and CTF Walkthrough of Symphonos. Anybody that's watched my videos before have already seen these, part 1 and part 2. Now let me show you over here when we render it out. If we go to the blog that we were just looking at, that we just created, see, this is the blog. This picture, I put it in a pictures folder. So this is where we're accessing it. But let's scroll down. See, Symphonos CTF Walkthrough. There's the date that we added, July 2024. And if we click on it, watch this. Now in our blog, if we look down, it gives me a table of contents. Now I'm still working on this. This is my write-up that I did in the video. I'm actually going to post it here on this blog. So therefore, anybody that looks at my blog can walk through all the same steps that I did and be able to pop their first box of Symphonos and be able to own it and hack it and become, root like I did. Now, in the table of contents, if you notice here, this is my YouTube video. See, we embedded it. So now, if we play it, there, all right, going live again. Hopefully, we can hear on this mic information. Now, something I could show you here, if we right click, I'm going to open a new link because I just want to show you this in YouTube. What I'm talking about when I'm talking about embedding the code. Okay, this was some chat replays. So if you look over here, when we're looking at the video, it says share, right? when you click share, see this code that says embed? If you click that, there's an iframe that comes up. You can copy and paste this code all right here, and you can copy this iframe. Now, that code that I was trying to show you, see right here, 84, this Y underscore V. If you look up here, you could get it from here as well. See, it says watch the equal. You take this code, you're going to copy it. Again, you could do iframe. I prefer short code, but sometimes the iframe might be giving you issues, so that's why I just like short code. But sometimes short code could give you issues as well. So if we come back over here to Symphonos again, oops, sorry, back here, see, there's the same code, and then I gave it the same title. Now, if you look under here, this is how you would code this. And again, it's all, excuse me, this is all markdown language. So it's simple to read, okay? So if you look here, step one, ifconfig, right? This pound sign will make this, if you've done HTML, you'll have headers, right? H1, H2, H3. They get larger in the font size. So if we come over here, let me just show you here. Let's come back to the blog. So you can see the text. See right here? That's what, see, the pound sign, step one, ipconfig. So notice it made this text bigger. If we would have done two, it would have made it even larger. Now we can do list, we can do, there's many, and I'm going to share the references on Markdown, on how easy it is to do. It's usually like an asterisk, which will make the text bold. You could do a tick, a one tick, and a one tick. That'll give it like this right here. See, where you can actually box it. See, right here. Same thing I did here. So you can highlight portions. You can post in your links. And again, I can also add in pictures once I get to that point. And again, I'm going to do the whole CTF write-up. And I'm getting that information from, if you've all seen in my Linux videos, I use a notepad document called Cherry Tree. Well, if you look here, they also have it for Windows. So this is where I'm getting all my information from my original write-up. So if you guys remember my video, this is what I was sharing on my Kali Linux. And so you can export these out. It's called a CDB file, or you can do XML. You can export it in many different formats. But I did a CTB, which is the cherry tree, and therefore I imported it over here on my Windows. So now I can export all this information. So as you see, all I'm doing is copying, pasting my references. So see, here's the pictures, it's going through. So I'm going to be able to give that walkthrough and share. Now the reason that I'm showing you guys this, you don't have to be techie to do this. So I'm also saying for my karaoke friends in the Philippines, they like to sing karaoke, and sometimes they like to market and whatever, do their own stuff. Now, what I was going to recommend, now this is what I do for my students. This is a great way to create a portfolio and share the skills that you're learning. So everything that you're learning in my classes, which is Google Classroom, and I still have a Discord, so if anybody still hasn't seen, if you check on my main intro video, there's a Discord invite. I got maybe 5 or 6 people, I think maybe 5 people over there. So again, it's still a growing community, but if people want to hang out and want to talk with me one-on-one, you can join the Discord. It's free. You can get the app. It's on every platform. So you can use it on any device that you want. You can come out and hang out with us. And we could do screen shares. We could do one-on-one meetups. And again, I'm going to be teaching my students and stuff, but it's a great place to hang out. So right now I'm using YouTube as my platform to kind of promote. And one, I want to show my students that are actually waiting for this stuff, hey, I am still hard at work. Now there's another site that I'm working on too. So here we got this, tells a little bit about me. If you notice here, you get your social links, so you can push it in your email, you can put in a Discord, your YouTube. So like I said, if you click on it, it'll redirect you. Now, another thing I would like to show here is, I want to show you another site that I'm working on. So that was in Visual Studio Code. And Sublime Text here, this is another site that I'm working on. And what I'm trying to do is get some feedback on what you guys think that which one I might actually should put in my video. I mean, they're both pretty much similar on the layout and the structure that I'll be showing in the videos. So I'm trying to get your all's feedback on which one you think, hey, I actually think that one looks cooler. There's tons of themes that you can get. So I'm just trying to show you these are bare minimum themes. But if you understand the file structure and the way it's laid out, you're going to be able to tackle any theme that you want. And you can create your own themes too if you want to. So that's where I'm kind of doing in the video. I'm starting from scratch, but some of these templates have already been shared. And I do give credit to some of the content creators who actually made these themes. And there's a couple of YouTube videos, so I'm definitely going to give credit where credit's due for the developers who created these templates and for some of the videos that I watched just to see how they had this structure and everything set up. Because I didn't want to sit here and present something to you guys and be like, you know, because I'm learning as we're going along here as well. I've used Hugo before. I've used Jekyll before too. Jekyll's another static site generator. But just to show you here on how this one's going to work, let me pull up a PowerShell. All right. Okay. This is Windows PowerShell. Now, the other thing I'm going to also be showing in my classes, so those, I don't want to scare people off when I start talking about Linux and all that, because people are like, oh no, Linux, I've never used that before. Well, we're going to use some virtual machines and also WSL, which is Windows Subsystem Linux, which is built into your Windows device. I just know most people are very comfortable and understand Windows way better than Linux, but I want to show you how we're going to implement both worlds as a developer. And also, you're going to be learning this when we get into the networking and the pen testing and all that. If you're going to be a hacker or a pen tester, you got to understand all platforms. So you will understand. If you understand Linux and Unix, you're going to understand how to use an Apple device. Anybody that's got an Apple device, if you actually logged into your terminal, you're using Unix, which is based upon the kernel of Linux. So therefore, a lot of the commands will look very familiar to you. Now, coming over from the Windows world, it might look different, but it's not that scary. Okay, so if we come over here, as you see, I'm in C Windows System 32. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm just going to show you a couple basic commands. This is Windows commands. If we go CD, we go dot dot. That goes change directory, up a directory. Now, as you see, we're in C Windows. So now we're going to go CD dot dot. I could have went pound and went to the home directory. So now we go C, right? So now if you know Windows, we're in drive C, and we go CD. I'm going to change the directory. And now I'm going to go to users. See, now I'm in the users directory. I'm going to change my directory and go to my account, which is Jack. Now I'm in the Jack account, okay? So now if I go CD and I go into desktop, we're going to see all my desktop files. Security clearance. Now we type in directory, right? dir. We can see all the files in that directory. So if you look through here, these are the files that we have here. And the one that we're looking for, I'm trying to remember what I called it, Hugo 2. Okay, see it right here? Hugo 2. That's the one we're going to look for. So let's come back. Did I shut that power? Please don't tell me I shut the power. No, okay. I shut PowerShell off for a minute. I was like, no, this ain't good. All right. I'm going to turn that down a little bit too. I don't want to have all that echoing. I'm sorry if it's echoing a lot for anybody. All right, so let's come back over here and in PowerShell. Okay, desktop, right? And we want to go CD, and we want to go Hugo 2, right? Now what we called it? Bingo. I'm in that directory. So now I'm going to type Hugo like we did before. And now, I guess not going to do it that way. Okay, Hugo server dash capital D. Give it a second. Oh, wait a minute. I knew what to locate the config file. What? Oh, I think I got this one in the downloads directory. Yeah, let me do something here. CD dot dot CD dot dot. Okay, CD downloads. Okay, and let's go to CD. I think it was Hugo 2. Now let me look over here. I can't remember the name of the directory. Now let's see, downloads. What was it called? Yeah, there's that one. Okay. There's this Symphonos. There's my Memphis Karaoke. Hmm. Yeah, I'm going on the fly here, so sorry about this, guys. Uh, yeah, I thought it was on the desktop. This should be on the desktop. Yeah, let me come back over here. Where's Sublime? Now here's Sublime. Grab this, pull this over here a little bit more. There, we'll go full screen. Now, let me look up here. Close this out. Hugo 2. This folder's empty. Huh. See, I think I moved it. And why I moved it is beyond me. I think what I was doing. See, this is the thing that I have a big issue with. Always staying organized. That's why I like to take my notes and stuff, because I move stuff all the time. Uh, hmm. If we look at Sublime, oh, Mentor's block too. I'm stupid. Okay. My fault. My fault. I should have been looking. Get sidetracked. All right, let's come back here. As you notice right here, it says right there, it's Mentor's blog 2. See, I renamed it. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay. So we're going to go CD. We're going to type it. So M3NT0RZ mentors underscore blog 2. Bingo. Now let's run Hugo. Hugo. And we're going to go server /D. Give it a second. Okay, it's already in use. Boom, boom, boom. It's up. Now we hit Control C to stop it. Okay. And let me come back over here to my browser so I can see if anybody's even typing. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at keeping check here. All right. I'm just setting up. Okay, that's what I said. Okay. So I would like to welcome Singapore. I think it's Lonnie. I think that's how we say it, Lonnie. I want to say Lane, but I don't think it's Lane. I think it's Lonnie. The Singapore Lonnie, I'd like to thank you for stopping by. And you're the best for me. I'd like to thank you for dropping by. Truly appreciate the support. And, Lonnie's working. And you're the best for me. Wait, oh, yeah. Wait a minute. I know somebody that says, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a friend named Leslie that says, oh, yeah. But nice to meet you. You're the best for me. Thank you for definitely stopping by. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So just to show you guys here, we're going to do the same thing by looking at the browser. Okay. So if we come up here, and we come in here. We're going to go to our local host. Okay. So what we're going to do, go localhost. And if you see right here, it'll be localhost 1313. See? What the? No, 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 no. It's going to make me call me a liar. PowerShell. Ah, it's on a different port. 58501. See that one right here? Probably helps if I read, right? Always pay attention, boys and girls. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. You look like a dodo on YouTube. Okay, so 58501. All right. So let's change that port to 58501. How do I get my number lock on? 58501. There we go. All right, so this is the second site. Okay, when I say local host, what I'm meaning is right now, this is for testing. So I'm my local host. 120, this is the what it's saying is 127.0.0.1 is everybody's local IP address. Have you ever seen there's these geeky nerdy shirts that says there's no place like 127.0.0.1? If you've ever seen The Wizard of Oz and you tap your heels together like Dorothy, what do we say? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. So home is that directory. That's what I mean by local host. This is local on my computer. I'm the server. So that once we get done when building this site, then we're going to export it out to GitHub, which has it's called Git Pages. And like I said, it's going to be called Git.io. So when you see my address, when it goes up, it's going to be mentors. And then it's going to say Git.io. So that'll be my link. So when people go to that link, you're going to now see this actual page. So I'm trying to get some feedback. We have the other one that you guys saw, or we have this one. So if you look at this one, I have a button. The other one has a button too, but this one I put a nice little button right in the front. So if you see here, if you go here, you can go light mode, but that's too bright. Hurts everybody's eyes, right? Nobody likes bright mode. Dark mode. Dark mode is for the cool kids. See, cool kids use the dark mode. If you look here, this is the home pages, right? Now, if you look through here, I got 3 posts, but if you look down at the bottom, these are my social links. So I've got my YouTube. So let's say you're a brand new user, right? And you come to this site. You're like, hey, you know what? This site looks pretty cool. I wonder what he's talking about. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to probably put an about me or whatever, just so people get a little background. But if you watch my YouTube videos, I think you kind of get a gist of kind of what I do. But if you notice here, you all have probably seen this before. It's my welcome to mentor. So if you want to know anything about me, you could go here. And if you notice on this blog, back in dark mode, okay, see it says welcome to mentors, right? So if you look here, it's got tabs too. So on these tags that I'm using, sorry, tag, T-A-G, I've got it with general. I also got some that say, so look, you want to search things by category, right? These are the tags that I'm using. All you got to do is, actually, I can probably show you here the tags that I'm using. So like, okay, welcome to mentors. Okay, the two main, I don't want to really give a class right now all over Hugo because I'm making these classes, but I'm going to give you guys just a real quick, let's say like a crash course. Okay, we're going to do like a real quick crash course. The way Hugo set up, this is the file structure, all right? The archetypes, we don't really need to worry about that right now. These are just like your default for your pages. The main things that you're going to be looking for is like your content. This is where all your content will actually be posted. So like your post and stuff. And then the static page. So if you look in the static page, this is your images. These are all the images that I'll be using on my website. So if you look here, okay, there's this 10% one. this is what came kind of with the theme. It, I'll go into detail what you could do with this. So if you guys are using Google Analytics or you are using AdSense or you want to create your own little ads, you could actually do that as well. And again, I can show you guys the back end of that. And again, if you got Google Analytics, you're going to be able to, check out people visiting your site and get information and blah, blah, blah. So you can make this into an e-commerce site if that's really what you want to do too. I'm mainly using it for a blog, but again, it's a website, a static website, but you can make it where you can be responsive. So you can interact with it. But again, it's not a full, it don't have a database. It don't have a full, it's not like a full stack. So when I say full stack, you'll think of like a Mongo database, Express, JavaScript, React, Node.js. That's just one stack. So there's a lot of parts that can be moving here. The thing is, what makes static so great is it's just text, images, and again, I can post video, but it's not hosting the video. So I can take the iframe like I did with the YouTube. Now you can do it from other sites as well. There's a little workaround that you have to do. You can take videos from Vimeo. You can take Odyssey, Rumble. So you could take those videos and post them in there too. And like I said, as you see here, these are the pictures that you're seeing on the website. Now, as you see, same pictures, but different sizes. The reason why this is what's great about the website is we can make it responsive. So therefore, let's say I'm on my desktop and I'm on a bigger screen right now, right? So that picture needs to fit the screen. Well, I've set it up to where the resolutions will change because it'll understand the device you're using. So if you're using a smartphone, right, it's going to go to a smaller size. If you're using a flip phone, it's even going to go to a smaller size. But if you got like a tablet or whatever, so again, it's going to be responsive. So it'll be mobile. So it not only is it a regular website, it can be mobile. So that's another nice feature. The best thing about a static website is it's the responsiveness. This is written in Go language, okay? Go, Rust as well, very, very fast. And again, because it's not having to look at a database, it's nothing that's slowing it down. So again, for newcomers that want to learn, again, I'm not trying to do a web development class here, but if you pay attention to the information that I'm sharing, it will be beneficial for you for later, especially in a job field. But number two, you can make a career out of this. Some people do get into web development, so you might realize, hey, you're really interested in this and you're really good at it. Well, then I would say, follow this, and yeah, you can make money. You can make websites for people. And you can get into web development and all that. And there's also security. There's many, many things you can do with web development. So if you notice, we're using this format called .wb or WebP. Now the thing is, it's web pictures, right? But the thing is, the way that I'm trying to use simple words, and I'm not trying to simple it down because I think people are dumb. I'm just trying to make it where average people can understand. WebP, okay, everybody knows .jpeg or .png. Well, when you're using that on a website, you got to remember those pictures are rather large. So what we're trying to do is we're going to format it down, right? We're going to compress it because we don't really care how great this picture looks. And if we can compress it down, that means we can get more bits into it, right? Which will give it also some, we'll just say larger definition. But if you're on a small screen, you're not going to really notice that much details. Unless you do got, I don't know, some people do maybe have some plasma screen or something, who knows? But most phones and stuff, you're going to be fine with this format. Now, same thing with my monitor here. It's an HD monitor, but if I went really, it's not 4K or anything. Now, I could do that, but you understand that would make the site respond a lot slower. And this is, like I said, there's no big bells and whistles, and it's free. So that's the great thing about it. So WebP is just going to compress that picture down and make it more responsive. So as you notice, I have different sizes. So if we come over here, here's some JavaScript. You will need to know a little JavaScript, but we're not going to touch much on it. Again, basics, okay? HTML, which is just basic coding on understanding text and the layout, on headers. It's simple. Anybody that's ever done any type of website design, you touched HTML. So it's a markup language. So we'll do HTML and then CSS. CSS, all that is going to the background, the colors, pretty it up for us, right? That's what CSS is, just to round it up in a nutshell. And then the last thing will be JavaScript. Now, JavaScript, you can do a lot more with it, make it more responsive and interactive. So that's where JavaScript will come in. And there's many multiple other languages that you could get into and learn and stuff, but for this, you don't need to know all that. This is simple and plain. All right. So as you see, that one and the Hugo Tomo. Okay, there's YAML, there's Tomo. This is Markdown. But the thing is, just being able to name your community, okay, the format, the English, right here's the most basic one that you're going to have to learn, this base URL. Once you go to GitHub, and I'll show you what GitHub is. I keep talking about it. I don't know if anybody even knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go back to the home page here. And let's type in GitHub. I'm already signed in. So if you see here, mentors, right here, I go to my profile. This is my mentors GitHub repo. As you see, I got one called blog. Notice mentors blog too. This is what I'm working on right now. So if you notice here, I've already uploaded a lot of this code already up to my GitHub. I haven't hosted it yet because I'm still working on the back end of it. So I did this layout 13 hours ago. If you guys want to go look at the code and stuff that I'm writing, this is where you would get it. See, shows you my images, shows you everything on the way down. See, these images. These are the same images I just showed you guys with the naming. So it gives you the whole schematic and the scheme. Now, the whole reason that they do this is public. So anybody can take my website. That's one thing. If you're thinking like, oh, your website's going to be private, you don't want it to be private. You want other people to be able to have access to it and be able to use it, right? And the thing is, that's why it's free, because again, we're using GitHub, which is a free resource. And if you notice here, see it says code. If you guys have used like Pastebin or anything like this is a great way for open source to where multiple repositories and multiple people are creating free anything really for us to download. So if you got a program or you got something that you're working on or a project you want to share, this is an awesome resource. So if you come to the code, you see here, I can copy this link and I could do a git, right? I can clone it, or if you scroll down, there's GitHub desktop. We'll get into that too in my courses. And then right here, we got the zip file. So I can download it as a zip file, and you got all the files and everything in my directory. And then you could actually post your own up and then go and, yeah, actually, you could just do that from my GitHub, just clone my site and then go in and take all the information and switch it out to whatever you want. And then you host it up on your Git repo. And just to show you here, the Git pages. This is what I was speaking about earlier. This is where we're actually hosting it. GitHub as Git pages. See, ready to get started. Build your own site from scratch or generate one for your project. And there's tons of videos on YouTube if you guys want to learn this. See, you get one site per GitHub account. Okay. So when you create a GitHub account, you only get one site. Okay. So that's one thing you can't just create. I mean, you could if you have multiple accounts and stuff. I don't recommend doing that because you, it's just you're getting something for free, and that's kind of like stealing. And then after a while, if you have multiple accounts and stuff, yeah, I'm assuming GitHub might actually say something and stuff because you are eating up a lot of their bandwidth, right? But you get one site per GitHub account and organization, and unlimited project sites. So let's get started. So you can use your organization site or a project site, right? And all you got to do, you create your repository like I did. And as you see, this will be your name. So mine will be mentors. And then it'll be mentors.github.io. And this will be the link that you will now share where I'm going to put Hugo, just think of it, it's the static site generator, okay? So I'm putting my code in there. It's going to convert it over, and then I'll be able to upload it over here on GitHub, and then it's hosted. And then you can go and make all your changes whenever you need to and stuff. And that's where I'm going to go through and tell you about what Git is. So there's main thing you're going to need Go language installed on your computer. And again, this goes through all in my video and course. We're going to have Go. We're going to use Visual Studio. You could use Sublime Text. You can use whatever editor you want. Okay. Visual Studio Code to me is just a lot easier. Sublime, I still like it. It's older, but it's good. And you're also going to need Git. Okay. So we can do our Git commands and our pulls. And I'm trying to think. Oh, and Hugo. And again, I'll step you through. Hugo can be a little tricky on setting up, especially on Windows. If you're on a Linux system, way easier. All right. So if we come back over here, I think I gave you enough information just to kind of let you see a little bit what's going on. All right. So this is the blog. So again, this was one of the CTFs I was doing. I made a video on this too if anybody watched it and stuff. So again, right now I think I've got 3 CTFs. A CTF is capture the flag. And I show you how to set it up and how to, like I say, you got your Kali, your attack box, and then you got your target. So like HA Forensics. So I think I got Mr. Robot, I got HA Forensics, Symphonos, which was the first one, and I'm working on Symphonos 2. So we're about to have another one up, hopefully this week. But as you see, I got a lot of things going on. And then I try to hang out in karaoke and I try to sing and keep everybody entertained, and it is what it is. Oh, speaking of, just to show you guys, this is on my Discord, but if you guys haven't seen it, I know people are probably like, dude, quit sitting there trying to spam and advertise yourself all the time. It's very annoying. But again, if I don't support me and promote myself, who will? Exactly. If you don't believe in you, who will? So if you see here, this is my Google Clasher. And again, there'll be codes. Now, I think I showed one last time, just to show you guys that you'll see. See this code? If you went to it, you could go to my classroom and you could sit here and start watching some of the content. Problem is, there's no content there yet. I'm still working on the content and then I'm going to dump it all at once. But the way that it would work is yes, if you had this class code, you can now join my Google Classroom. And again, all ages are welcome, okay? So the thing is, in Google Classroom, teachers do use this all the time and stuff, but it's a great way if you, even if you're not a teacher, if you say you're doing like online training or you got to do some little workshop or something, right? You can set this up very easily. All you need is a Gmail account. Now, again, with Google, I get it. They monitor and they take all this. The thing is, this is educational purposes. I'm not giving anything that's like, confidential and it's going to change the world. And I believe all information should be free anyway. So Google can do whatever they want with it. But again, see, I got Get.io and Hugo Basics. This is going to be my first course. The next one that I'm going to be working on right after this one is going to be Linux and Linux fundamentals. So this is where I'm talking about the command prompt, the terminal. So you're getting a better understanding of what's going on behind the scenes. The next step that we'll do is Networking 101. This is when we're going to get into like Cisco certification, the CCNA, which is the Cisco Certified Network Administrator. Anybody that's watched my videos, I have looked online and went through just showing people average salary. Now here in the United States, average salary for a CCNA, which is a beginner certification, foot in the door, we'll say is like I said, I'm estimating kind of on the low end, but I'm going to say $45,000 to $65,000 a year. Now, 45,000 is on the low end, but again, 55 to 60,000, that's about right. Now, again, if you're really sharp and all that, now again, if you got like and then this is a lot of people say, well, just because I got a certification, how am I supposed to, get a job? That's where the tricky part is. That's why I'm trying to show you guys and other people who are willing to listen. This is the path that you can do here. the GitHub and the Hugo site that we're creating, this is your portfolio. If you make YouTube videos, you're showing your journey on what you're learning. And therefore, when an employer looks at it, they're going to say, hey, what experience do you have? Well, sir, if you look at my Get.io site, you'll be able to see I've done CTFs. I've done this. Oh, wow, you've done a lot of stuff. Yeah, and I've got videos and stuff and write-ups that go along with all of it. So now, do you understand why I'm teaching this? There is a reason to all the madness. Now, again, you don't have to be a techie person to do this. Again, you could have, I don't know, a restaurant. You want to make like a restaurant site with your menus and stuff. Or like I said, I know one of my friends, Kay Mahalan, she takes pictures and stuff, right? For parties and stuff. She promotes on Facebook. This is another way, though, you guys could promote your services. So again, I don't know what people are doing. I know some of you guys have these vlogs, like nature vlogs and all that. Boom, here's another resource for you. And again, you're promoting your YouTube and all this. So it's just another tool to have in your belt. And to me, it's great that you guys can use it and hopefully make some money out of it. That's wonderful. At the end of the day, though, I'm hoping that I'm giving people information that they can change their lives with. So at the end of the day, it can change people's lives and giving you a skill set. I think everybody's heard the old saying. I mentioned this to my friend um, Lonnie earlier. If I give a man a fish, he can eat for a day. That's what a lot of people want. Hey, how do I do this? How do I do this? Why? Quit asking the whys. If you understand how something is done, you can do it yourself. You'll understand the why, and then you can do it. And if you're self-sufficient, like most people are and stuff, and that's the way I've always kind of had to be, you'll figure it out. That's where was it invention comes from necessity. Before, was there an axe? And then Steve Jobs created the iPhone and it changed everybody's life and we all carry it around. People used to have a life before the iPhone. But now since we have the iPhone, everybody's like, oh. And one thing I have to say, it's kind of like a little rant. When I think about the iPhone or the smartphone, there used to be a time when I used to call people and I actually used to remember their numbers. Like I still remember my childhood number. Remember the old dial tone phones, beep, 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 analog phones? Thing is now, if you lost your phone, most people don't even know their own phone number. They wouldn't even know how to call somebody because we have it in our contacts because everything's so convenient. And see, that's one thing I always looked at the phones and stuff. eh, Like I just don't like smartphones. I don't like them at all. I hate texting. I hate all that. I find it very impersonal, especially when you have kids. Anybody that's a parent, raise your hand if you're a parent in here. If you're a parent, I think we've all had this with our kids. You know, we want to spend family time sitting around at the supper table with our kids and stuff. And what happens? They bring their phones or their smart devices or their tablets because they always got to stay connected. And nobody talks anymore. Everybody's like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then what do? We don't even like when people call us anymore. What do we do? No, just text me. We know why people want you to text because you don't want to talk to nobody. That's why people do it. I think everybody's becoming so much, in an island and stuff. I mean, I get it if you're a loner. I'm kind of a loner too, but we all need human interaction. And we all can't just keep distancing ourselves the way we are. I mean, I love technology just like everybody else and stuff, but after a while, with AI and it's scary. It's really scary times. And the thing is, I still, there's nothing that's going to ever replace a human being, a computer, any of that. Just the conversation that you get to meet with different people and the experiences that they live through. And I just enjoy people. But again, that's me. Maybe some people don't like people. There's some people that, I hate people. I can't stand people. Those are very angry people. But again, networking 101. And then we will go from that into cybersecurity. And that's when we'll start getting more into the pen testing and all that. These are all the fundamentals. Anybody that starts a IT, cybersecurity journey, this is exactly how they would start. We call it CompTIA certification. CompTIA A plus, which is how to fix a computer. What is a computer? What is RAM? Right? What is an SSD? What's the best processor? The motherboard, the buses, blah, 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 blah. The thing is, how does a computer work? Right? And again, it is fundamentals. Thing is, though, do you need to get a certification for all that? If you want to fix computers and be certified through Microsoft or something, yeah, go do it. The thing is, though, not everybody maybe wants to be a tech geeky person like that. Is it great to know? Yeah, I would say fix your own computers. Saves you a buttload of money and you having to go out and have somebody else do it for you. And this is not rocket science. This is what I try to tell people. You do not have to be Einstein to be able to understand how this stuff works. But you do have to be cautious and you do have to be very detail oriented and pay attention. Trust me, at the very beginning, when I used to fix computers, then I broke many things, but it was mine. You don't want to break other people's stuff because unless you got money to replace it. So the thing is, yeah, you can go dumpster diving. People throw stuff out all the time, especially here in where I live in the States. You have some of these older people in the senior communities, they're throwing away computers that are like less than 2 years old. Very nice computer. You're like, whoa. And they just throw them right there at the curb. And again, I don't know where everybody's from, what country you're from, or whatever and stuff. But the thing is, you can find old gear. And there's also little places that we have that are like little workshops, right? So like you can go to hacker cons, they got meetups and stuff. But you can most countries almost around the world, you could look it up online. They have like little cyber geek hangouts. So you can find people that want to swap and give you computer parts and do this, There's a bunch of nerdy people. So if you're nerdy like me, I guarantee you there's like one of these little hacker spaces in your area somewhere. I know I'm not the only geeky, nerdy person out here. But yeah, these are my courses. All right. So we did our Google Classroom. We talked about my Discord. So yeah, now if we look through here again, there's my themes, there's my date, here's my video. See? So as you see here again, it plays this article and see what it says. Here's that 10% that we put here for the little ad. And if you look here, let's see. Okay, yeah, that was just the video. And if we come back here, I think this is the Symphonos. I think I started doing some walkthrough on this one. So right here's the video, second part of the video. And as you see, like I was doing earlier, this is the write-up that I got from my cherry tree. So as you see, root Cali, IF config, and it goes through. And again, I'll finish that write-up. Now, just to show you guys here, if we click on the link, as you notice, takes me to my mentors channel. And as you guys see right there, there's my Discord. So no excuse why nobody's joining the Discord unless you. Yeah, but right here, here's the Discord. But again, everybody is welcome to join. And like I said, if you guys do like my videos, give it a thumbs up. Leave even a comment and stuff. And if you guys don't know, if you do leave a comment, I do reply to every comment. My channel's not that big. So when I see people and stuff, that's me. It's not automated. I always say, thank you for your support. Hey, thank you for dropping by. Because I appreciate all you guys that take any time out of your day to come and check me out. It looks like right now, it says 3 people, but I think, well, 4 now, but I think one of those people is me because I'm watching too. But again, I do appreciate all you guys for taking any time out of your day to come and hang out with me. Because most of the time it is very boring and lonely over here because I'm usually, on my own. So, on that note, what I was thinking I just might do, since I already got it up right over here, I'm not really worried about getting monetized and all that, but these are the projects that I've been working on. I was thinking, and again, we could take a vote. Anybody that's watching, we could either do a little bit of CTF, a capture the flag, a Symphonos 2, since I have been working on that, or better yet, we can maybe do some karaoke. So if you guys would like to hear me sing, I know I'm a horrible singer, but it's fun. I got the karaoke set up as well. Oh, another little thing too, a little gadget that I've had for a while. I haven't used it in ages, but we could also play a game. If you guys like games, see, I got this little screen here, right? But I got my handy dandy tablet right here, and I'm using this so I could draw on it. So I could do, let's see, let's come here. I go, hi, Lonnie, because you're still here. And it'd be nice if I got it to the side. I don't have it right in front of me. Yeah. And there's D. Hey, D. Welcome, Miss D. D's in the house. D's nuts. I love doing that. That's great. Hey, D. I hope you're having a good day. Hope everything's going well for you. Speaking of D, were you able to get your karaoke setup fixed? Because I know you were having some issues with your sound card. Oh, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Wow, you just woke up. Now, see, this is what I was trying to tell Lonnie earlier. She was saying, "Oh yeah, most people in the Philippines get up like 7 or 8." I was like, "Yeah, I don't think so." Because see, D right now, if it's a 12 hours difference, it's 11:13 for me. So D is only just waking up now. It's almost noontime. But I'm assuming D stayed up late. Is that what happened, D? Did you stay up really late? Shouldn't be staying up so late. I can't speak though. Like I said, I only sleep 2 or 3 hours every day anyway. So I didn't go to bed till what time did I go to bed today? Like I say, my days get screwed up. My sound card is getting better. Oh, all right. There you go, D. There you go. So, everybody, what we're going to do here, we're going to type here on this notepad. We're going to say this to D because D likes, see, we'll go, D's. Everybody say it with me. D's nuts. Yes. And my God, I look like I'm having a stroke on the type. D's nuts. Let's put a happy smiley face. We're always smiling here. See, we always smile around here. See, D's nuts. Yeah, see, I'm like an artist. See, we can play like Pictionary. See, I'm like Michelangelo. I'm just an awesome artist. All right, we'll get rid of that. Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, I don't make my videos for kids. I used to make my content for kids and stuff, but YouTube got really crazy with their restrictions when it makes videos for kids. So I was like, a lot of my content that I was doing for like the hacking stuff, yeah, that didn't go. D is beautiful. D, why are you calling? Well, yeah, you're a very attractive lady. See, D is beautiful. Why would you say that about yourself though? That's kind of weird. D is beautiful. That's like Jimmy's handsome. Jimmy's a handsome guy, everybody. But again, I agree with you though, D. I agree with you. If you don't believe in you, who will? If you want to hear good things about yourself, you got to be the one that says them because nobody else will. It's like Stuart Smiley. See, Stuart Smiley did that from Saturday Night Live. See, he sits there and he's like, "Hi, everybody. You know what?" And he's looking in his mirror. He goes, "I'm special. I'm very attractive. I'm very handsome. Women find me very sexy. Yes, they do. Gosh darn it, people like me because I'm a great person." I love Stuart Smiley. If you guys ever get to see that movie, it's called Stuart Saves His Family. It's an older movie. It's one of those real quirky movies, but it was from Saturday Night Live. I can't remember the guy. He became a senator, I think. Actually, yeah. I think no, he was a congressman. He was the actor and the congressman and became a U.S. congressman. But then, remember, he got in trouble for, I don't know if we can say it on YouTube, but the sexual assault or whatever on a woman, and he got removed from office. Yeah, wasn't very good. Of course, Jimmy, have to say that every day facing the mirror. Yeah. See, when I look in the mirror, D, I just go, you know what, Jimmy? You're getting pretty freaking old. Look at my hands. I don't know if you guys notice when you get older, like you guys are like, "Oh, I'm really old." You're in your 30s and you're like, "You're old." I'm like, "Oh, okay." You're gonna notice when you're getting old, if you look at your hands, see here, I didn't used to have all these little wrinkles in my hands. And notice if you look at the bottom of your hands, they used to be a lot smoother. See, these little lines are getting a lot more deeper. And then you get these things too. See, right here, right there. The crow's feet and the bags under the eyes, and then the receding hairline. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys are getting old. Like, get out of here. You haven't seen nothing. You come and talk to me like when you guys like 40 is like the new 30. So I'm gonna say when you guys are like 45 and older, we'll come and talk. We're gonna see what you're saying then. Oh my gosh, my boobs are hanging almost to the floor. What's going on? My butt's getting all droopy. Gonna need that Brazilian butt lift. Like, wow. But again, I'm not a woman, nor do I care. See, women are concerned about stuff like that. Men and stuff, we usually don't care. All right, let's looky here. I want to hide this because we don't want to see it no more. Hide. No, there's sleep. Hide. Open board. There we go. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this camera, see this, and we're gonna go do 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 do. Yep, and we switch the position. And this laptop, if you hear this fan making a lot of noise, my fan is dying on this laptop and I need to replace it. It's not that much, but it's starting to cause me heating issues on this computer. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it just might burn it up. And that won't be good. All right. So let's get adjusted. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm not in StreamYard. So I wonder how this echo is going to sound. All right, I guess it don't matter. All right, fix this camera again. This is a goofy little webcam. It always likes to spin around on its own. It's got a mind of its own. Hey there, sexy guy. Hey there, buddy. Man, you're fine. You're a fine looking guy. Man, look at those blue eyes. Blue eyes, oh, blue eyes. All right, well, let's see. Well, I found this neat channel. If you guys haven't heard, it's called Kara Metal. I think it's the same people to do like Kara Karaoke or whatever. Kara Fun, but they actually got a whole bunch of metal songs and metal artists. 8 hours ago, they got one called Beast in Black, No Surrender Karaoke. So let's say, CD, I'm going to let you hear how horrible of a singer I really am. So let's look here. We'll let you guys pick, okay? So we can do Kissing a Fool, George Michael. I've done that quite a bit. We got The Dance by Garth Brooks. Jordan Knight, I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man. Some Guys Have All the Luck. Rod Stewart. Turn the echo down again. Yeah, Rod Stewart. We've got some Roni by Bobby Brown. That I'm not very good at. Some Angels and Airways. The Used.